Anybody guess where I'm at? I'm taking these stupid flappers off. And not because I had the gas mileage. I just hate how they look. It's gonna look so much better. I mean, just imagine it now. Those things are like 6 freaking inches long. It's gonna look proportionate. Plus bird shit all over it. So, on all the 579s, even like on Alice's, these bottom ones are just bolted on. And on the Ultraloft, the top ones are just kind of pressed on there so they actually come off. Just actually, you could just pull them off like so. And that's it. They got this little rail back here. Hey, hell, that already looks much better. Now, you lose a lot of privacy, but it looks so much larger. So these have little screws that hold this, and they slide into this rail, as you see. They're Phillips head. You don't want to use a drill on them, though. You want to use a freaking ratchet with the bit, because you can easily strip them out. The best way of doing it is just kind of putting it in and then just kind of putting some torque on it. These come out fairly easily. On Alice's, they did not. And just spin them out. Once you get them broken loose, I guess you could use a drill on them and just they'll come right out, but now they'll come out by hand. On this truck, it came out a lot easier actually. So now we just got to do the other side, but I'm itching to see what this side looks like. Check that out. That looks a lot better. That looks uniform. No more bulky crap. Now you can't hide here behind there taking a pee though at the fuel islands. Not that you'd wanna. I like it. Much better. I'm sure it'll even grow on me even more. This truck's got the sweetest deck plate too. Alice has been jealous. Don't mind all the diesel fuel all over it. That's from priming it and crap. But as you see, this is a pretty big space here actually. You can get a better idea of it here. Okay? That stupid rubber, when you want to get off of this deck plate and you're on the back here for some reason, it's literally in your way. I hate it. But I also hate how it looks. So, again, it's going to make stuff easier, but it's also going to make the truck look way better. We're going to get the top one off. Let's show you guys the full effect of how it would look if I wanted to be a, well, an Eastern European driver, for instance. What do you guys think of that Eastern European look? Missing that top one? Whew. Oh yeah, no, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. So, check that out. These things, they're 8 inches. Just measured them. They used to protrude out to here. So like, you could not get back here. Don't mind this, I'll wash all this off. The holes will stay. I do have to put some bolts up there though, because like right there. And is there another one? Oh, right here. Put that through. So I got some nice bolts I'll put in there. Tighten that up. But yeah. Now you can literally walk back here, get on the back of this truck, and if I need to get off of this truck on this side, I can totally do that. Oh, you lost like 5 miles per gallon doing that. Man, promise you guys there ain't going to be any difference in this truck and fuel mileage with those things off. I mean, no, that's exactly what I meant. Those things suck. Looks much better too. So this truck's basically back up and running now. Might see some cosmetic changes on it. Not really a fan of that freaking visor. It's a Roadworks, but It fits like crap, and you can kind of see that right there. It's kind of got like a little bow on it. It is a reverse bow tie, but there's hardly any drop on it. And I don't really like it. I kind of like the truck with the stock visor. I just wish it covered up some of this ginormous windshield. So, I don't know. I might put the stock one back on it. But I like how that looks. I think it even looks better standing on the other side because it's a nicer looking angle. I do have to close that gap though. I want to close that gap. How are we going to do that? Might do that with airbags. Maybe get rid of that herd too. I don't know. I don't like how they look. Looks much better. Just proportionate, you know? It flows. I like it. We are playing it safe. We're going to torque all our U-joints. How much? I think 135 foot-pounds. I need both hands. Well, this one's checked out. Let's move on to the next one. The middle one. And then I'm just gonna check our bell housing bolt torque. It's only about, I think, 50 foot-pounds. And I didn't torque the bell housing, but that's always good to know. So I'm gonna check these guys real quick. And we're gonna do the front. And at least we'll have a peace of mind. I don't know, it looks pretty shitty on camera.
Oh, yeah. It's going to. The panel's ruined. All I can do is smooth it out. Yeah, don't be that company driver that glues things to the dash because the double-sided tape gave out on you. Just go buy new double-sided tape instead of glue, because then it ruins people's $90,000 dash.
I mean, we would have reimbursed for the tape probably too.
I would have just bought a whole new thing and reimbursed on it.
I would have too.
Instead of having my $90,000 dash be ruined.
Actually, it's more probably like 110 because of the engine rebuild.
Well, that was before though. I mean,
well, that's what the truck's worth.
I'm going what it was at when we had the employees.
That's not what the truck is worth, but that's what the truck is costing us.
Everyone's gonna think I'm ruining this further by scraping it with a knife, but not really.
No, so what she's doing is she's putting, what are you putting on it?
Acetone. She's
putting acetone on it, and it's kind of melting off layer by layer, and it's coming off. So it's starting to look better. Believe me, this was like,
it was really thick.
Probably a 1/4 inch of glue glob on there. Why? Why use that much glue? I mean, what is it, like 3 tubes of super glue probably?
Yeah, I think they use like Gorilla Glue maybe. I don't know.
Shit. Let's change that guy too. I think that's probably good. Don't need to go faster. No, let's change it. Let's change it. Let's do it the old cat. 127. Will this truck ever do that? Oh, it's limited to 120. Okay, well, that's fine with me. 120. Cats go on 27. Will they? No. Will this truck do 120? Probably not loaded. There we go. All right. File. It's been a while since I've been here. Send to ECM. Yes, you are. No more 70 mile an hour speed limit. Please turn the key off and click OK. Alrighty. Will this truck do 120? Bobtail probably would. It's got 264 gears in it. Like 80 miles an hour. It's turning 1350, so it'll rev all the way to 2,000 RPM. So do the math. I guess that could do 120, but will it do it loaded? Probably not. All them Munfort boys back in the day were running 150 miles an hour, loaded uphill both ways. That was a wives' tale. Them guys were barely doing 65, 67 maybe. They'd get blown off the road in today's day and age. It's just trucker stories. I mean, how fast can you go with the 318 two-stroke Detroit and a 5-speed Allison automatic? You tell me. My wife's got her Viogner. She came here once, and it was pretty cute and hilarious because we always call this wine Viogner. It's pronounced Viognier, but we always have this inside joke, and since we're not very, man, this flash sucks. But here we are. We're not very upscale individuals at all. We are not very upscale individuals. And one time we come over here and my wife is like to the waiter, she says, "I'll have a glass of the Viogner," because that's what we always call it. Straight-faced. And I just bursted out laughing. I should have said, "It's okay. I just pulled it out of the trailer park yesterday."
Alright guys, we're back here at Rick Getty's and we got something really exciting happening for Tiny Dancer.
He's fixing to get Dyno set the rings and maybe see how much power he's making. We'll find out.
I don't know if we'll have enough time.
I think we will.
So yeah, Rigetti's is going to run a dyno on Tiny. I know Martin's super excited for that.
So excited.
So
Well, I want to see.
He's bursting with excitement.
I want to seat the rings. That way I know, it's good to go to work, and if we have to pull a light load with it, it's not going to slobber oil everywhere and burn oil for the rest of its life.
Yeah, we debated with that because we were thinking about just taking Tiny straight to work. However, the loads are so light, there wasn't much confidence that it'd be the proper way to break this motor in, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just walks up Donner pretty much, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would have worked a little bit, but I don't think it would have been enough.
So we'll see what happens with this, and we're going to film it for you guys. So stay tuned.
We're going to try, because this truck's going to probably end up being here for a little bit, but they're going to call us, so we're going to come down.
We'll probably more than likely have a wardrobe change, but
I probably won't. I like to wear the same clothes for like a week. This is a new shirt, so I'll probably wear this out.
Maybe. So yeah, guys, it does sound like we are going to, in fact, have a wardrobe change. They are working Tiny in between jobs, and they're pretty darn slammed. So I don't know if it's going to actually happen today. More than likely, it's probably going to be tomorrow. So yeah, wardrobe change. That's fancy. Remember when I said we were going to do a wardrobe change? Well, I mean, it's days later. I'm wearing the same shirt. I've washed the shirt, but it just worked out that way. We did not get Tiny on the dyno where I could film it. That really sucks because Martin wanted to be there and watch his baby perform, and I wanted to be there to film, and they just couldn't get that truck in. So what we are doing is it's still on call, I guess. It's still sitting there. Noah said that he will film for us if they can get it on the dyno while we're gone. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe we'll have a guest cameraman, or maybe it won't get in at all and I'll still be able to film when we get back into town. But for right now, we wanted to take Tiny out this week, but we're taking Fancy again. So we got a call from Rigetti's, and they failed to tell us when we dropped Tiny off that they were actually short-staffed, and Tiny is not going to get that dyno this week. It's not going to happen. Unfortunately for us, we cannot go get Tiny because Tiny is there and we are here. So we're going to deal with this on Monday, but we are still going to get a dyno. It just might be a change of location or a little later than we originally planned.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone.